background of playing, and they get really loud when they play. But yeah, that's their playing. So, anyways, so Tropical Depression 13. Let's get to it. Um, Starting off with a Six of Cups, which I totally find interesting. Okay. Just gotta get to the cups. Here we go, Six of Cups. Part of renewal, new beginnings. You're left behind self-doubt and fears. So yeah, people had doubted this one forming, but here we go. It's here. And it's gonna be with us for a bit of time. This is gonna be new adventure for sure. But alright. It's usually the card I would usually end up picking first, is something involving in like new adventure and stuff like that. Because it is a new storm. Newly formed storm. It's gonna be new thing to track, new adventure, new journey. It's on a journey type deal. So that's something that you normally would see with these kind of readings. So let's continue on. The Empress. Interesting. For sure. The Empress, the Great Mother, the matriarch of feminine forces that brings all things into form. She rules with eternal stream of life from the depths of creation, and with love and beauty. She dwells in the realm that exists behind all that is manifest in the physical world. Her kingdom is the natural world. So this does show up occasionally with these uh, cyclone readings. It's gonna be doing its thing. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Like it's gonna be limited for sure. Um, so yeah. Next we have the Hermit reversed. Now that tells me this thing is not going to be working alone. It's going to have a companion. It's going to have another storm nearby. And I think we all know which storm that would be, considering, yeah. So yeah, this storm is not going to be working alone. There's going to be something else at play. Likely, Hinamnor. So yeah, there's something else here. We got King of Swords next. Alright. King of Swords. I'll just pass by it. No big deal. Anyways, King of Swords is highly disciplined and represents both discrimination and intellectual prowess. King sees to the heart of all matters and rules with a keen sense of justice and wisdom. He is truthful, insightful, and protective leader. So it tells me this is not going to be much deviation from the path with this storm, from the forecasted path. So highly ruly, like orderly fashion. It's gonna not wander. So it's gonna be pretty straightforward. Got the star reversed. The star emerges from the waters of life. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty wet storm. Simmering, or oh no, that's if this wasn't reversed. It is reversed, so there's not gonna be a lot of moisture with this storm. It's not gonna be a very strong storm, but that. But again, that actually kind of contradicts the King of Swords, with that being reversed. Now note this one might be a bit cloudy considering what the models do have for this storm doing, and I guess the cards are also picking it up. So, yeah, this is going to be leading to something. So, because this kind of talks about, but again, my gut's telling me is that this is not going to be a very wet storm. This is not going to be contending with dry air. Queen of Wands, reversed. Queen of Wands. Again, this actually coincides with the Star reversed. And again, contradicts the King of Swords. So, yeah. There's gonna be some cloudiness with this thing later in its life, but yeah, interesting. But yeah, from her connection to her higher self, she's blessing to all within her realm. Is gonna bring about a little bit of chaos. This ain't it. This ain't in for helping people out. This is here to cause harm. The storm here. And the reason I went with Tropical Depression 13 is I doubt, well, it'll likely become a tropical storm, but I doubt it'll get a name because these things like to hold off on names. Judgment. Okay. Summons us to an expanded understanding on what is true and what is false. Again, this kind of coincides with the King of Swords. That the storm's going to be straightforward. There's not going to be. It's got to be an open book on what happens. Yeah, that's what that tells me. But again, this is not a very wet storm. Not a very. Maybe a strong storm. Got 9 of Swords. So yeah, 9 of Swords enters despair that leads to an awakening. This character is embroiled in self-pity, denial, disillusionment, and suffering. 9 of Swords calls for us to arise the personality from within long-held beliefs. Often aware of these limiting beliefs, but have refused to do anything about them. So, alright. So, yeah, so this is again pertaining to the storm is not going to get very strong. It's going to get consumed by Hinnamnor. And, well, this is going to happen. That's what that's picking up. It's going to happen. So don't get too attached to the storm. Alright. Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant. Alrighty. So let's talk about higher power. This storm's a teachable moment in terms of the climate change and all that good stuff there. I guess a higher up, this could also be talking about Hinnamnor with this one. It's a higher power that's going to take over and consume the storm. And finally, this coincides with the fact that so it got reverse strength. So yeah, this storm's not going to be very strong. Not a lot of moisture. It's going to get consumed by Hinnamnor, and that pertains to it working with Hernamnor. But it's going to be run-of-the-mill storm otherwise. It's just going to mingle with Hernamnor, cause Hernamnor to slow down. And yeah, That's the gist of what I'm getting out of this. So yeah, stay safe out there. See you in the next video or stream. Bye.